When you bring budgies for the first time to your home, especially if you are actually a first-time budgie owner, there are some tricky or misleading behaviors, if you will, that budgies do, that might keep you worried about your newly acquired birds. Let's discuss them. One of the most common things new budgie owners worry about, that I hear a lot, and I actually get messages about it on a daily basis, is that their birds aren't playing and they are just standing still. Well, we know budgies are one of the most active parrots you could have. Why the hell are my budgies just standing still like an old couple? You see, you need to wait out the what I call adaptation period. This period of time extends from the first day to 2 or sometimes even 3 weeks until your birds are used to the new environment and not as scared as they were. With that being said, a lot of budgies get used to the new home in just a couple of days. So just stay patient and wait for them to adapt. We did discuss it in the previous episode for Guide to New Budgie Owner series about when to start taming your bird, and we did cover a lot of how to get your budgie to adapt. I will keep a link in the description if you want to watch it. Just make sure your bird isn't all fluffed up or staying on the cage's floor, as these are actually sick signs and you might need to treat your bird. Otherwise, you're okay and you don't need to worry. Which brings us to the next most common question I get from new budgie owners. Why aren't my budgies chirping? Obviously, if they are scared or uncomfortable, they aren't going to chirp. Actually, this is one of the signs when your bird is now more comfortable along with playing. Your budgies will start chirping. Not only it means they are comfortable now, but they are actually happy. Now, if you find that your parakeets aren't chirping after 1 or 2 weeks, you can try and stimulate them to start chirping by playing budgie sounds. I do have a video of 8 hours of budgies chirping to help your new budgies to interact with mine and chirp along. I will keep a link for that video if you would like to try it out. If you find that your budgies aren't chirping, which they should start chirping almost immediately to other budgie sounds, that means they are still afraid and you need to give them some more time. And try to get away from your budgies when you are playing the sounds if they are not comfortable with you around. They might be waiting for you to step away to start chirping. So see if that will encourage them to start chattering with my birds. Another thing that keeps new owners worried, they see their budgies aren't comfortable sleeping. And the reason they think that is because they see their budgies hanging on the cage's wall instead of perching on a dowel while sleeping. Here's what I will tell you about it briefly. It is that your budgies are more comfortable than you think in that position, and you don't need to worry about it at all. However, I will make a video for more details on this topic and how you can try to make them sleep on a regular perch. But there's nothing to worry about and nothing wrong with it, and if they don't feel comfortable on the wall, they would have slept on the dowel perch you have, so no need to worry there. I will put the link for the video that I will make in the description below. So if you are watching this video and you see that it was made like 1 year ago or maybe a couple of months ago, you can check in the description, maybe I already made this video. Another very misleading thing to new budgie owners, they say, my budgies aren't eating and they are really afraid their parakeets will starve to death. Don't worry about that, they are too smart to die from starving when there's food in their cage that they can easily reach. Since they are new to you, they are simply uncomfortable eating in front of you, so they just eat while you aren't looking at them. If they still think of you as a predator, predators actually attack their prey while it's eating, so they aren't aware of the approaching predator. And that could be the reason your birds aren't eating in front of you, at least until they are more comfortable with you around. Don't worry much about them not eating, but what you need to worry about is that to keep refilling their seeds when needed. If this is your first time owning a parrot, This is very misleading looking at the food bowl, and it looks full. But parrots, unlike other birds, they husk their seeds and eat only what's inside. So they will leave the food bowl full of seed husks. While you might think it's full, but in reality it is not. So make sure to check for seeds and not for husks. And since budgies do husk their seeds, it brings me to a very important point. Budgies don't need grit. It is only required in birds that consume the whole intact seeds. Grit is insoluble mineral material that helps to digest the food in birds that eat the whole seed with its husk. And it can remain for a lot of time inside the bird's digestive system until it is secreted out. Budgies don't need grit, and it could actually harm them. Never get grit. What frustrates me about it is that huge companies make these and sell them for bird owners. These companies don't care, and they actually make it as if budgies should have grit in their diet. Look, they have a freaking budgie on the box. Are you freaking kidding me? Never get grit to your budgies. Don't make this budgies picture on the box fool you. They just are trying to sell more unnecessary stuff and actually harmful stuff to new budgie owners. Don't fall for that. And the last point for this video, but definitely not the least, I get a lot of messages telling me my budgies aren't drinking water. It is really hard to catch them drinking water. They really drink fast and efficient, especially when they are new to your house and they are afraid of you. Don't worry about them not drinking. If you are thinking this cage is huge and this is the only place where they can drink water from, it is so tiny, maybe they don't see it. Believe me, they are smart enough and they will find it in seconds. Even if it doesn't show, but your budgie knows where the water is. Actually, even if your budgie is sick, they still drink water. Some budgies can't eat food while they are sick, or they keep vomiting the food. But with water, usually there is no problem and they can still drink it normally. Don't worry about them not drinking, but if you want to worry about something, just worry about keeping their water fresh. And I really recommend you to have more than one water bottle installed in the cage, just so in case one malfunctions or breaks, while you aren't around, there is a second one as a spare. And that's it. I hope I made new budgie owners less worried about their birds, so you can enjoy a full sleep without waking up in horror worrying about your birds. For more about budgies, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when the next video is up.